Hello, everybody. So here we are, part five, with Dr. Laurie Bisby, and I'm Soila from the divorcemagazine.co.uk. We've already done four videos so far, all about can my marriage survive infidelity, or how to survive infidelity and adultery. And now we're at the final part, and please go back and listen to part 1, 2, 3, 4, because there's a lot of information on there from Dr. Bisby. Laurie, if what would you say to somebody who's just discovered that their husband or their wife has been unfaithful to them?
As hard as it may be to not be rash, to not
Yes.
immediately
Throw everything out
throw
and kick them
something
out.
out,
Yeah.
or to not, tear all their clothes up, or I mean, people do all sorts of things when they discover infidelity. Take a breath. The first thing you need to do, two things actually. The first thing is for you, step back and actually look at your feelings. What are your fears in relation to this infidelity? What does it mean to you?
Yeah.
One of the things that people come up with as a fear is, in this day and age, did you have unprotected sex?
Yeah. Oh,
Sometimes that's
that's,
the biggest issue.
yeah.
It's not sex. It's like, oh my God, what disease have they now exposed me
Yeah.
to? Oh my God, did you get somebody pregnant? Or equally, is that you just told me you were pregnant a month ago? Is that child mine? Take a breath. Find a place where you can sort through some of your own feelings before confronting the relationship. Get the information you need about what the infidelity was. Sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes a person's still lying. They're not going to tell you. Dealing with that is a bit different than if you're going to actually get some honest information. Find out what actually happened. Some women feel they need the details, some men feel they need the details. I would advise in the initial stages, don't ask for the nitty-gritty details.
Okay.
If you feel you need them, you can ask for that later. Excuse me, but find out what actually did 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 your partner actually sleep with this person? They may not have. That may be more manageable, that may not. But find out a little bit of information. I do actually advise people to put a little distance between themselves, but preferably staying within the same home if possible.
Okay, so different bedrooms, you mean?
Yeah. Now, that doesn't mean you can't come together to have sex if you're still having sex. It doesn't mean you can't come to decide after a week that you want to try sleeping in the same room again, but just to give each other a little space. And then consider whether you want to talk to a professional. And I do say with people, I would actually consider that fairly early on. Because what people tend to do in cases of infidelity is it's so intense, the betrayal can feel so intense that they act very quickly. And they do and say things they can't take back. And that's the worst bit. I mean, a lot of times we say things that we really don't mean. Sometimes we mean them, and that's a different issue. But we say things that we really don't mean because we know we're going to hurt somebody, and we can't take that back. We can't unsay them.
It's done.
It's done. So it's about taking a little bit of the heat out of it so that you actually have the possibility you get to make the choice whether you try to push through this. For some people, it's a complete deal breaker. You find out your partner's been unfaithful, and it's like, okay, I'm done. They knew that. They knew that's how I felt at the beginning. I don't want to try to get through this. And that's a valid choice. You don't have to try and work it out. You have that as an option.
Because there's a whole trust issue at the end of the day, isn't
Yeah.
there? Can I trust this person again? Can you have a relationship where there's no trust?
In my opinion, no.
No.
People do. They live in the same house where there's no trust. They pretend, but that's not a relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. Laurie,
So you have to
sorry.
rebuild. So you have to rebuild it if you're going to go on.
Thank you so much for a fantastic interview. And, as I said, I would love to get into your head and read everything and get to know everything.
No, you don't want
Um,
to know everything.
no, not everything, actually. I take that back. I just want to know some things.
Yeah.
Um, And again, if you haven't listened to part 1, 2, 3, 4, please go ahead. And Laurie, if anybody wants to get in touch with you, they can. You're based in London.
I am. I have office space in London. I do travel around. I do Skype sessions as well.
Brilliant.
My administrative center's in Kent. You can find me on yourtango.com, which is a relationship site.
Okay.
I've got a company called Wolf's Fire Limited, and you can find me there. That's WOLF''S Fire FIRE. You can, let's see, find me on Facebook, Laurie Biseby,
Okay.
on Facebook, and drop me an email,
Okay.
drop me a line, and we can talk about the kinds of things that are scheduled for the next year.
Yeah.
Um,
Like the
I
couples retreats, I think.
like,
those
yep,
are
couples retreats.
Yeah.
And in fact, I've got 3 that are tentatively scheduled at the moment.
Okay.
One in the UK and in the Glastonbury area. This is 15, 16. One in Los Angeles.
In what month? The Glastonbury?
Glastonbury was meant to be May, but I think we've put it to the end of October.
Okay. All right. And you will have all that information on the
website.
on the website, and I'll put it under the videos as well.
And I'll be updating the website sometime in the next couple of days. We'll have the latest schedules. We'll put the latest schedules out.
Okay, so London and LA.
Yes, we've got Glastonbury, UK.
Oh, I mean
for
Glastonbury,
retreat.
yeah.
Yeah, no, because we're trying to have nice locations.
Yes.
Los Angeles, we're probably going to be by the beach, and we are talking about the possibility of a kind of mountain
Wow.
retreat, which
Yeah.
I haven't picked a location for yet. I'm open if people suggest locations
All right.
that they'd like to actually go to work on their relationship and make them more
Yes,
exciting.
true. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Laurie. Thank you very much. It's just been absolutely brilliant, and we'll speak, and I'm sure I'm going to see you soon anyway. Thank you very, very much for being on the divorcemagazine.co.uk.
My pleasure.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.